Hey everyone, welcome to another Daily Dose. So this last week I had the chance to visit family up in the Midwest, and we went at the perfect time of year because we were able to see all the trees changing colors and just able to marvel at God's creation. But also my kids had a blast because a ton of leaves had already fallen, and so they were able to rake them into piles and jump into them and just play outside for hours on end, something that they can't do really in the rocks here in Kingman. But one of the things that you notice about leaves that have fallen, that are dead, is they have a lot of motion. They have a lot of activity, right? Wherever the wind blows, that's where they go. But one of the things you realize about those leaves is that even though they have a lot of motion and a lot of activity, there's no aim or purpose to them. If the wind blows that way, they go that way. If the wind blows the other way, they go that way. There's no intentionality or purpose set to them. And what I realized within that is that oftentimes we are just like that. That we have a lot of motion in our day, that we have a lot of activity, that we have busyness within our schedules. But oftentimes we don't do the things during our day with intentionality and purpose and with a set aim. We're just like those dead leaves, allowing mere circumstances to dictate which way we go, blown about like the winds in the backyard of life. But that's not how we were designed to live. We weren't created in God's image to just drift aimlessly through our life. We were set to walk out our days with intentionality and purpose and with an aim on pursuing the kingdom and being a part of bringing that kingdom into this earth. And so my question for you this morning is to really process through your day. Do you start your day asking God, with my schedule that I have set, Lord, how do you want me to use this motion and this activity to bring about your will and to bring about your purpose? Lord, am I using my moments, my days with wisdom in a way that honors and glorifies you with the set purpose that you have called me to? Paul talks about this in Ephesians chapter 5, verses 15 through 17, where he says this very clearly. He says, "Be very careful then how you live. Not as unwise, but as wise, making the most of every opportunity because the days are evil. Therefore, do not be foolish, but understand what the Lord's will is." And so in this, he's calling us to spend so much time with the Lord that we start to understand his will for our lives, that we start to understand our purpose, that we are created to bring him glory and to bring about the kingdom. And that we would realize that every opportunity we have shouldn't be wasted, but that in every moment we would live as wise, not as those who are unwise, and that we'd make the use of every opportunity to bring glory to the Lord. So today, our question is, are we living with intentionality in every moment? Or are we drifting aimlessly, allowing our circumstances to dictate where we go and how we live? The Lord wants us to live out our days with intentionality. So let's start walking in that today.